Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. Arc System Works just dropped a brand new trailer for Guilty Gear Strive for the game modes. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, this trailer can be found on the official Arc System Works YouTube page. I'll drop a link in the description below. The trailer showed off some music, some gameplay, some characters, and most importantly, some game modes. They showed off game modes for single player, multiplayer, as well as story mode. There are a total of 5 different single player modes. You have the tutorial, arcade, survival, mission, as well as versus. Now to me, these modes should be absolutely standard in fighting games nowadays, but that isn't always the case, so it's nice to see these modes here. As much as I like to play fighting games online, I actually really like the single player modes. I like to play against the AI, I like to goof around and have fun. And fortunately here they do have quite a few offline modes. I think this will be great for the casual crowd as well as people who maybe don't have great internet. I honestly think single player mode gets overlooked quite often by the fighting game community because a lot of people are focused on the online play. The offline play, in my opinion, is a pretty huge thing as well in these fighting games. It adds depth to them, and fortunately this game will have it. Now shifting focus to online mode, and I think a lot of people will be interested in this one considering the, I would say, a couple of interesting design choices that happened in the beta. First up, the training mode. This looks pretty robust and I would expect no less from Arc System Works, but at the same time here, I'm glad to see this implemented. I even like the training mode right down to the input display, which I think they do a great job with. Now getting past training mode and looking at the actual online mode, and this is where there was a bit of tension in the beta. So first and foremost, the lobby system they had was a complete mess. It didn't work very well, it was broken most of the time, and it was very frustrating to deal with. The online lobby looks to be a little bit more fleshed out compared to the beta, and that's a good thing. That is a really good thing. I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit more functional. I also like seeing all of the customization options for the avatars. And the rank tower is still here, which is kind of a good thing. I like the rank tower. I think it's a pretty cool design. It was, I would say, a little broken in the beta. Everything was kind of a little broken in the beta. So hopefully they fixed it up here and it's good for the final release. And if for some reason the lobby system is still quirky or maybe even still broken, at least they have a quick start option here which allows you to bypass the lobby experience. You can just wait and play in training mode until a match is available. Now a couple more notes about online play. First and foremost, as far as I know, they're still using rollback netcode. I'm hoping that's still the case. If it's not still the case, let me know in the comments below. I would be completely heartbroken if they weren't doing it. To be honest, I think all AAA games nowadays should have rollback netcode. I don't see why they wouldn't. It's a great way of playing the game online, and the online experience in Guilty Gear Strive, provided they're using rollback, should be pretty darn good. The second part about the online that I wanted to talk about is crossplay. So they said in this video there's crossplay between PS4 and PS5 and vice versa, but there is no Steam PC. So it doesn't look like there will be cross-platform play at all right now. As far as I know, I think the developers said they plan on implementing it at some point, but we don't have a definitive date yet, and it doesn't look like it's going to be available for launch. With that being said, if you're wondering what version of the game to get, well, I'd recommend PC right off the bat, but I'm a little bit biased, and I think honestly at the end of the day, if you're looking for the biggest player base, it's probably going to be with the PS4 or even PS5 versions of the game. Well, it would be either or because they're cross-platform. I'm just saying not a lot of people can actually get a PS5, so I think the player base will be initially a little bit smaller. But realistically here, the player base between the two systems should be pretty good. Now for me, I will be playing the PC version of this game just because I prefer to play these games on PC. But I think realistically, the player base on PC should be pretty good, and hopefully by the time it starts to taper off, cross-platform play is introduced. And now for the last modes, the story modes. If you feel like giving yourself a headache trying to understand the entire Guilty Gear universe, well, they've got a mode for you. Again, just like before, there is no action required, you just sit back, relax, and enjoy it. They also have a Guilty Gear World mode, which is kind of like an encyclopedia to help you understand character relationships and a little bit of the backstories. And last but not least, the release date is still going to be April 9th. Well, for most people, unless you buy the Deluxe or Ultimate Edition, and you get it April 6th. And a quick note too, there is a pre-order bonus, which is nice, but I don't see anything about a PC pre-order bonus, and it's currently not even listed on Steam. If you haven't figured this one out already, I am really excited for Guilty Gear Strive, and I'm really excited for the new King of Fighters as well. I can't decide what game I'm more excited for, but it doesn't really matter because I'll be picking up both. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on Guilty Gear Strive in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Thank you everyone, take care.